Okay, so we are going to open the meeting up at 5:02. In your agenda there's the meeting minutes from the last meeting, so I'm sure everybody's had time to look this over.
Yes.
So we just need to approve the minutes from the January meeting.
I motion to approve the meeting minutes from the January meeting.
I second that.
Okay, and I'm in favor of it, so we're good. Approved. Okay. Okay, so first thing we'll talk about is the summer park program, the staff hiring, online sign up. Kathleen and I spoke quickly. We'll start putting notices on Facebook about the hiring process and where you can sign up to join the park program. And we'll also put an ad in the Whitman Express. So Kathleen or I will both handle getting all that out.
Great.
Kathleen has notified the staff that worked last year to check in with them to see if they wanted to return to work this year.
Many of them have responded, the actual park program staff. Many of them are coming back. The pool staff is up in the air. Don't have a lot of people who are able to come back at this point in time. So I know I'm down at least 2 lifeguards.
So we thought about putting a specific ad out there for lifeguards specifically so we can secure those sooner than later.
Where are you? I'm sorry, 3 questions in my mind. You're looking for high school students for
So yeah, the Red
lifeguards.
Cross, you can be 15 and be certified to be a lifeguard. Last year we had a couple 15-year-olds and they're wonderful. It worked out fine. And then they, it's a 2-year certification that they get. So we will have a lifeguard training class once the pool is opened early June.
Right. So you can get them trained.
One of our swim instructors is a lifeguard trainer, American Red Cross lifeguard trainer, so she can train them.
Yeah.
So we'll put that in the information too.
That we send out, yeah. Maybe that will entice some people that will train them right here if they want to become a lifeguard. We don't, we'd like people that are already certified, but we will certify you also. So hopefully we'll find people. I'm sure we will. We'll get it out there in the next week or 2 anyway.
How much does it cost for the certification?
It varies depending on what group you work with. Because the Y does a program, the Red Cross does a program, so it really varies.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get that out there in the next week or so. Okay, so age range. This was a hot topic of conversation last year about people, wanting their kids to have a program when they're in 7th grade and 8th grade, but we just don't have that. We don't have the amount of staff to do that. The kids aren't as engaging as the younger kids are. So our recommendation is that we keep the park program to entering. Hello.
Squigs.
I brought some squigs if you want to use them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, how lucky.
Sorry. Please sit here.
That's all right.
Yeah, no, you can sit there. So what we recommended is to keep the ages completed.
Complete kindergarten. So they've completed kindergarten through completed 5th grade. Last year we had it extended to completing 6th grade. And I talked in depth with the director, the summer park program directors, and they found that it was challenging to keep the 6th graders entertained. we just don't have the facility for what they need. And so they strongly recommended keeping it to 5th grade, like end of 5th grade.
So basically,
rising sixth
right.
grade,
So
yes.
I do think on our paperwork that goes out, we should put, instead of saying completed kindergarten and completed 6th grade, then people get in their head, 5th grade, people get in their head in age. And I don't think we should do that. So I think, like, when you look at other summer programs, they'll say rising, like rising 1st graders to rising 6th graders. So I think we should just change the language on our flyers to state that. Because I think when people see kindergarten, they think, ooh, my kid can go because they're going into kindergarten.
Right, they automatically see
but they
the
can't.
kindergarten.
So,
Like, I understand the language, but I agree with what you're saying because, like, I'm always listening to that for my daughter because she's going into kindergarten.
yes. So
That's a good point.
So can we change that on the paperwork,
Yes,
Kathleen?
absolutely.
Okay, so rising 1st to rising 6th. So is everybody in agreement with that on the ages?
Yeah.
We
Yes.
good? Okay. So we'll take that off. So what's on there? Field trips, extra add-on for Friday.
So currently, I was talking with the directors about that. Monday through Thursday is the regularly scheduled programming. Fridays is always a field trip, whether it's an in the park field trip or it's an out of park field trip. So there's 6 weeks in the program, and they have 3 that leave the park and 3 that stay in the park. So it's a different schedule, and it's a cost, like it's an extra cost. So they pay for the week for the kids to come, but then they have to pay, an extra fee for the field trip. So if it's an out of the park one, it includes a bus as well as admission. And so what we were trying to figure out, the best way to do it is Friday, like Friday can be optional. So you don't have to come on Friday if you don't want to participate in the field trip. And that usually is, like I said, for those 3 weeks that they actually leave the park, that's usually the most challenging because that's the most expensive. So because you're talking about a bus, it's easily between $20 and $40 to go extra for the.
So are
for
you
the
saying
trip.
that on 6 weeks of camp, 3 of the weeks, Monday through Friday, they're here. There's no field trips,
Right.
and then
But
3
there is an activity.
right,
that would
right,
come,
like we
right.
bring in jumpies or
Yes,
whatever,
Yes.
and there's no extra charge on that.
Well, so that was the
Sometimes-
challenge because that is an extra fee. You have the jumpies come in, you have the magician come in, you have the critters come in, that kind of thing. There is an extra fee for that because there would be a fee, but it wouldn't be like a travel bus fee. So it's a lesser fee. It's
Either
like
way,
$10 to $15 a person, depending on what it is. But it takes up half the day. It's a good 2 hours,
Right.
2 to 2.5 to 3 hours.
Well,
of a
the only
program.
problem I see with changing anything you're doing, I understand that those couple of weeks pose that it's more money, $20, $30 some weeks, 10 or 15 other weeks. The only thing I see with like changing the way it works right now is that people are going to go, but you went up $10 on the price and Friday's optional. Do you know what I mean? Is it going to be less if I only send my kid Monday to Thursday? I don't want to open that.
No, I don't.
Can
You're
I?
right.
Well,
You're right. I don't
if-
want
No, and I think that's going to open it up. It's too much accountability and all that of saying, oh, we've always had the program Monday to Friday. Now you're saying Friday's optional, but you went up $10 a week.
Yeah.
So what's the difference going to be if I don't send my kid? You know how many people are going to ask when their kid doesn't come and they're sick, they want a refund. Or if they decided they're going on a different vacation, they want a refund. So I would say keep the 3 here. Or maybe try to boost it to 4 here and only 2 travel ones, and clearly state in the signups we're going to do the travel ones on these 2 weeks.
Right. So this
Well,
year we
just,
wanted to make sure have that out there ahead of time.
Ahead of time.
because we weren't able to have that for a variety of reasons last year, as organized as it was. Just so
Yeah, 'cause you have
that
to
was one
book
of
it.
the things that we wanted to try and make sure that we had it, booked ahead of time. So when you present the summer, they know what is happening.
So do you think you would be in a good spot right now to book, like, I'm making this up, but say like July 25th, which is, say that's a Friday, book bowling and get that all booked now, and say July 25th is a
Right, that's
travel
what
one.
we're
Okay.
trying to do that. But
And
like so,
well, just to revisit just because my daughter's going to participate in the Rockland camp this summer, I didn't think it was confusing to have, it's a Monday through Friday camp and it's an extra $40. I mean, it's a Monday through Thursday camp and it's an extra $40 if you go on Friday. And that's it. So for the entire program. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, yes, people, if they want to like nitpick and say like, oh, well, the first 3 weeks it should only be 20 and the next 3 weeks should only be 30 because we're running a business in a way. Like it's not gonna be perfect, but like for simplicity, we can eat, and it even might help to say we're trying to align with other recreation communities.
Yeah, the only problem we'll have with saying like we're trying to align with others, we are not a camp.
we're not technically.
We are not technically
program.
a camp. We are a park program because if we fall
Wait,
under a
but-
camp, we fall under different regulations.
So Rockland is a camp.
Most likely
Yes.
Rockland, Abington, Hanover, they're all summer camps. We're not a summer camp. We're a summer park program.
Oh, I
So-
thought they were. I'm just so I know for sure.
Yeah.
because they're. A
I don't,
recreation
my
program,
opinion
too.
is we should not change anything this year. We're not in the position this late to say, oh, our program now is running Monday to Thursday. Like, I understand what you're saying for Rockland. My program runs Monday to Thursday, but Friday is an additional fee of whatever.
Oh, I thought you were already saying you were changing it to have 3 weeks like this and 3 weeks like that.
No.
And it just sounded a little
No, but like
No.
what we were trying to say was just like that. If you're going to participate in Friday, it's going to be a field trip, and there will be an extra charge, like the regular weekly fee you
But
pay for the program.
Right, but don't we already
Those
put, we've
two.
always already done
We
that.
have.
Yeah,
have.
we've
It's
always
some-
done that.
So I can keep it. That's fine. But like, so what we were trying to do is like just to, for ease of people paying, they can pay for the field trip online that time that they sign up for the week.
The
So
week.
is-
You know what I mean?
So is that, sorry, I feel like maybe I just don't know
No.
enough of it. So is the cost of the field trip on the Friday isn't included in the program fee? They add that additionally, typically like the week of? Or when they register? Like when are they usually paying? Like last year, when did they pay for it?
They had to pay by Wednesday before the Friday.
Oh, okay.
And
I
we
think
set it
it's-
up. We set it up on Unipay, but then there was a lot of people who were paying by cash or by check, and that was a challenge for the staff to.
So, do you think? I think I know where you're getting at, but we're probably not all meeting in the same spot. So, do you think that if we have 6 weeks, right? Right now, you could say if you're in week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just write this down. If you're in week 1, 3, 5, and 6, it's going to be an additional $20 for Friday. If you're in week 2 and 4, it's an additional $30. I'm making these numbers up. And you could fill that week with going bowling in a bus and whatever. And then these week, if you averaged it out to $20, like that covers the cost of what you do here. Is that what you're trying to get at? Like when they sign up, like when I go on and sign up my kid.
Right,
and
so you
pick-
would know that if they're gonna do bowling or whatever.
Just if you could look at this as an
whatever the
example, because
event
that's
is.
not a camp. It's what we're doing, and I've met with the Rockland Recreation several times. They're a recreation department like us. Granted, they clearly have more resources, but I don't think it hurts to say. I understand your point if they were a camp, but they are a park, and it just the way they have it is so simple, and I feel like we're going back and forth, and it seems a little confusing. And when something like that is confusing, of like $20 here and $30 for this day, and like we Monday through Friday for the first 2 weeks, but not that's when people ask a lot of questions. But when you just have like very basic Monday through Thursday, Friday add-on is $30.
So the challenge also was like, so say you have 3 people, 3 kids in the program. it's like you're per person, so it's another $120 for that
Right.
Yeah.
family to.
But like you
participate
said,
in
it
a field
costs
trip.
you extra money for the jumpies, and it costs you extra money for the field trip, and so I mean,
I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible on Unipay
Same.
for people to be able to sign up for and know what they're getting for the week, so that we
exactly.
eliminate.
So
some of
are
the
you
challenges.
we have the
are
same
you in a
goal.
spot right now that you can say on these weeks this is what we're doing and it's an
We're
extra
working
20?
on it to finalize it, but it's not finalized.
Right. But
But we would know.
so why can't you then, if this isn't finalized, to get Unipay to go live on March 1st, then on our flyers and on Unipay we specifically say camp is Monday to Thursday. Fridays there will be either a field trip or an on-site event that will be an additional charge, TBD. And then as soon as you get those done, you could you might have to wait till maybe the end of April, beginning of May, and send an email blast to everybody and say, okay, now that you've signed up for
welcome to
camp. Yeah, welcome to camp. Now please go on, and we've finalized the Friday events. Now please go on and choose the week your child's coming to camp and pay for the Friday event. Does that make sense? Do you think that's good, or is that... I just think putting it way out there that
There will be an additional charge.
yeah, we've never kind of done that, but I understand
No,
your
yeah,
end
right,
is
I get
your
that.
end is confusing because now you're kind of springing it on them, but we don't have too many people that say anything about like, oh, I got to pay additional for that. I think they know it's pretty reasonable anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where
we're
this
literally
clearly
just paying
states
for
it's
we're paying for the cost of the trip, like,
right.
Because the cost of like the staff is included in
So I think
the
on the
registration fee.
I think on the camp flyers, we should just be very specific of the park program is Monday through Friday Monday through Thursday in these times. Fridays will be an on-site event during camp time, or, however we word it, whatever the time frame is, the whole day. Or Friday will be a full day of camp. You and I can go over it as you're making the flyers. Friday will be a full day of camp, whether it's on site or
either
a field
way, it's
trip.
an event day. You
Yeah.
can call Friday an event day because a
That's
field
a good
trip is
idea.
an
Yeah,
event.
that's a good
on
idea.
site is
Yeah, but I'm nowhere
So
in there
Friday
is
is
this
like event
optional. Like, well, we can't get
right,
into
we don't
that.
want to say. You're right. We don't.
No,
we
we're
don't
not
wanna
gonna
use that,
say-
'cause it is like it's the whole week program.
I would just
But I was
put
just trying
a
to
little
figure out a better
asterisk
way to
underneath and put, Friday. I'll figure out how to word
like
it.
A Friday's event
Friday
day,
event
extra
day.
charge will be extra
I
charge
like
for that.
event day.
Extra fee, weeks, activities, TBD. Something like that. What do you think? And if we don't know what they are yet, we really can't put a drop down and say this is 20, this is 25, this is 15, this is 30. So once you finalize those, can't we just add it into Unipay? And like we said,
Yeah, and that's what we did last year.
Okay.
We added it
Okay.
in like the weeks before, so like you could sign up that week, and then if they opted not to, they just didn't.
right,
They could decide.
and wouldn't come or whatever. Okay.
But it just helped with like the outside field trips because they have so many waivers
Right,
and things
yeah.
like that. They were able to get the people the waivers to sign online and all of that stuff because all of that stuff happens online now.
Right.
They have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just want to make
Yeah.
sure I've got the right thing written down for this because it went back and forth. So I just said there was a discussion surrounding the Friday field trips during the summer park program. It was suggested that flyers be used to promote the program, emphasizing that Friday is an event day that will come at an additional charge to be paid at a later date.
Yep.
Just to allow Unipay to be used for March registration and then for the event days later.
Mhm.
Yeah, perfect.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just apologies because I walked in a little
No,
late.
that's right. I wrote down 5:02 we started. We motioned and approved.
Oh, I
Ryan
already
motioned. Okay. Yeah.
But for the ages for the park, it's rising first to rising sixth.
Sixth.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Okay. Discussion to pay for staff members, how much to increase. I think we discussed that at the last meeting, pretty much. That it would be at your discretion based on how long they had been
Okay.
here and that kind of thing.
All right.
So,
Thank you.
okay. Summer pool program. Staff's notified. Same thing, letting you know if they're interested. We talked about the need for lifeguards. We're going to put an ad in the Express. We'll put ads on Facebook. We need lifeguards. We need swim instructors, possibly a pool coordinator. The lifeguard class, like Kathleen mentioned before, we have someone that can administer the lifeguard
Yes.
class and then hopefully get people certified in that. So, but we'll come up with some type of flyer and whatever to put out, trying to promote to get lifeguards and that we can help facilitate people to get certified.
Cool.
Okay. Unipay, March 1st, we're talking about rolling out. Again, we're going to share it on the Express and Facebook.
And then I also put it on our town recreation, the recreation department.
The recreation
page.
page.
The town Whitman's recreation page.
Okay.
Saw that.
Perfect. Okay. Anybody have any other questions about the summer or the park program, anything like that? I think we're good. Good. Okay.
The pool
Oh.
coordinator, is that a position we've had before?
Yes, I'm just not sure if the person who was last year is coming back yet.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but
So.
he was basically
Oh,
the
sorry.
one who just like does all the scheduling. Like he's a water safety instructor, lifeguard, and like helps with the pool park program with the kids coming in and stuff like that too. So, and then he does all the park coordinator does all the scheduling for all the staff, the different hours that they come in.
Yeah.
Trains the gate attendants.
A lot of work.
Yep. Okay, so Easter event. There's a flyer here. We have a stack of flyers if anybody wants any to throw around. We started putting it on Facebook. We reached out to National Honor Society. They will help send kids to help that day. So we gave them kind of a scheduled time. We've booked face painters. We've booked the balloon guy. Kathleen's ordered supplies for arts and crafts. Eggs are ordered. You're working on some eggs also.
Yep.
So we're good with that. We ordered the maize. We got approved for town hall. We reached out to Todd. So we're kind of in good shape. It's just be that morning to set up and get everything going. And
You're ordering. So I'm bringing 1,000, and you're ordering
said that.
another 4,000.
we already ordered them.
Oh, you already.
Yeah, I think I
ordered
have them. I think they're coming Monday or Tuesday. Yeah.
them. So just curious, where they were from, and are you like, what was the price for them?
Where is the? I think
Oh,
I
I
gave you
have
the
the-
bill.
Just for future reference.
They're from Sunny Bunny Easter eggs, and it was $447. So we got some with candy, some with tchotchke stuff.
That's really good for 4,000 eggs.
So I think we're good on that. We're saying suggested donation $2 a person at the door. So again, we're not going to stop people if they don't put money in, but we'll encourage it. Did you reach out to the library?
Yes, the
Okay.
library. Yes, I forgot to put that on there. Library is going to be have a make and take. They'll have like 100 bags of make and takes
Crafts.
that
Okay,
that they can take on the way out.
good. So we can hand those out. So if anybody's around and wants to help out, we do need to get in touch with the Easter Bunny and see if we can get him there.
Yeah, I need to try on the suit.
Okay.
I was a little bit skinnier last year. It was a little bit tight. But if it fits, I'm good. So
Okay.
whenever it's
If
ready.
not, we'll find someone.
Yeah.
Kathleen, no. Okay, so we also, I did, when I went to the selectmen's for the Easter event, I did ask about a movie event, so they did approve. I changed the board tonight. I made a 4th of July flyer, obviously some things
So fast,
subject to change up here. The movie night flyer, subject to change, I just kind of went off what we had last year, but I didn't put a movie name and didn't update everything. It says like bring bug spray, but it's going to be indoors, so we don't. So I just wanted to put it there so we had the date.
Yeah.
So April 12th, which was like the Friday of the start of vacation. So we thought maybe a movie night. And one question I did have, I wrote on that because the movie outdoor always started at 7:45, but we can start early because we're inside because there's shades, right?
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
nice.
So I put movie begins at 6:30, doors open at 6. Is that good, or what do you guys think on a time?
I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess if we want to do that, we can decide. We could probably wait and 100% finalize in March at the March
Yeah.
meeting because that's kind of something we can just
do.
in a couple weeks' notice. We're just going to put flyers, whatever.
And we don't need crazy advance notice for the popcorn, right? We just reach out to East Bridgewater.
But actually, I ordered, instead of ordering it from East Bridgewater, I ordered it from Hanover when I did Thayer's event.
Oh, way
and
better.
the bags were way bigger for the same money.
Oh, great. Okay.
So,
cool.
Wow. Where,
yeah.
What place in Hanover sells the
The
popcorn?
movie theater.
Oh, you get them from the movie
Yeah.
theater. That's brilliant. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we
then
can
we
do
put
that.
it in bags.
We didn't
Yeah,
get to go to the Buzz
we
one, so I
bag
didn't
it. Yeah.
experience that.
So we can.
Oh, you
We
bag
could-
it, so we provide
Yeah.
the bags.
Yep.
May I propose that we buy? What kind of bags do we buy?
We buy like little movie like little
The
popcorn,
paper.
the paper.
Oh yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
suggest compostable ones, but I know you want it. That makes it fun.
The only thing is, I think we have like a ton of them.
Challenges with
Oh,
the
that's good though. If you have leftover, you need to use.
Yeah.
The compostable ones, how would they get to the compost?
So that's the thing. We don't have compost in this area, and actually, that's something I'm working on that's very separate from recreation. But at least when it's going in the trash, it's a little bit better for the
It breaks down a
landfills
little
and-
better. But we
Yeah,
have a
it just
ton of
breaks down
bags.
better.
I guess
We do
we'll
have
do that the
bags.
next time we have to order because we have a bunch. And then we get
Yeah,
like
just something to
the
consider.
popcorny ones that you don't get the grease all over you
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff. So we can decide at the March meeting if we definitely want to go forward with that. One thing I want to just flip back to the Easter event. Kathleen, is there any way you could email Jeff Simonak and see if we could get this out?
We have.
Okay.
In the past, I've sent him the information for movie nights for the egg hunt.
Yeah.
For all the summer things, and he sends them to the elementary schools.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
yeah.
So I can send you. No, you can get on that because you made it. Your thing you sent me is the link, so you can download that, right? I can
Yes.
send it to you in a
Yes.
PDF, whatever's easier.
Yeah, because they just send it out through the school status now.
Yeah.
That
So
program.
you just need to send them a
Yeah,
PDF.
they've been fabulous.
Okay.
About promoting.
So that will be good. We can promote the egg hunt. That
Free
and I'll
events
send.
always do.
Yes. And I'll send this to Todd also to put on the sign out front.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect.
So,
And then I'll put these.
I'll probably
up so
break
we
it
can
down.
have-
I
That
gotta break it
reminds
down.
me, Hobart Pond. There's like a thing. Is that who manages what goes in that?
No idea.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Because I mean, this would be good to go in there. I would like to put other things in there too, but this is a start.
Yeah.
I can find out.
Yeah,
I'll find out.
that'd be
Yeah,
great.
I definitely it's somewhere in my brain, but because I know it was set up by I think it was a group of Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts.
And
Yeah.
now I want to say Cultural Council had done a lot, like had used the space, so they might know, but I can find out for sure.
Yeah, that would be helpful,
Yeah.
especially
And if
for
it-
the cleanups.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and if anybody wants flyers, there's a stack of them here.
Cool.
So if you wanna, so we'll table the movie night of going forward with it. But the selectmen said it was fine, and the date I checked was fine. So, the last thing on the agenda for right now is we need one person from this committee should be on the community preservation committee. I was on it, but I stepped back off of it. I just don't have enough time. So they are looking for someone from this committee to be on it. It is a meeting once a month. They typically meet around 5:30. So if anybody has any interest in that, you can let us know next. You could send me or Kathleen an
What's the
email.
Can you explain a little more about what they do
So-
and how it connects with us?
Well, the community preservation committee is we pay, all of us is paying taxes, money goes into that fund. They have a committee, and there are certain criteria that there should be one person from recreation, one person from, is it the cultural? Conservation. Every board has like a seat on that board. Historical. So basically, what we did when I was on it, you went to the meetings. People can submit things that they would like to do that it has to fall under specific guidelines. You can look online and see all that. And then the committee takes the applications in and then discusses them, decides what they want to move forward, and then those projects get moved forward, go on the town meeting floor to get voted on. Like, that's how we got the picnic tables, all the new picnic tables. Kathleen and I presented that, and it got approved at town hall. So that's basically it. But it is a meeting once a month. Another night, I don't know what night they meet, but it's usually around 5:30 at night. So we can certainly if anybody's interested, we can put you in touch with Ryan Tressel, who is the chair of that committee, to get more information. You can let us know.
I'm interested depending on the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want, I'll just put you in contact with him on an email, and I'll just say that you might be interested, but you'd like some more information on meeting dates and times.
Perfect.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Works for me.
Great.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
So much.
You're welcome.
And then the selectmen, I think, Kathleen, we both think it was on the agenda for Tuesday night, but
they didn't meet.
the meeting
because
got
of Sunday.
canceled. But we did,
Kristen,
who was here at the last meeting, she filled out an application, and they are set to hopefully approve her to be a voting member.
That's great.
So that's good. So we should be good on that. So does anybody have anything else they want to discuss?
What's Kristen's last name? Just so I can. Awesome. No, yeah, I'll definitely record that.
Okay.
I can look it up from our last meeting.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Just so I can put in that we're excited to have her. That'd
Yes,
be great.
very. I have it. I can get it to you. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I just I'll spell it KOLCZEWSKI. And she was going to be here tonight, but she emailed me that she's not feeling well, and her kids aren't feeling well. So I said, that was fine. Don't worry. We're happy to have you. Okay, so want to set a date for the next meeting? 2, 3, 4. Do we want to do like March? What are we at?
Anything other than the 7th works for me.
Okay, that would be too early, I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to do like the 14th? What do
That'd
we
be
think?
great.
March 14th,
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Thursday, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Good.
I think. Yeah. No, that's perfect.
Okay.
What was the date? Sorry.
March 14th.
Oh yeah, that's good for me.
Okay.
At 5.
5. Okay, and then we'll have it's 5:35. So a motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
I have to get the lingo down better.